Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Well, I've just received a parcel in the mail with a whole bunch of new Garfield stuff, which I ordered about a week ago now from a lady who I got in touch with on the Garfield Collectors group on Facebook. Now, this lady's in South Australia and she was a big time Garfield collector back in the day, but she's been selling off her stuff for quite a while now. So this is actually the third lot of stuff I've got from her, and a lot of the things that she had purchased over the years had actually come from America and other parts of the world, items which were very hard to come by in Australia. Some of them I think were never actually released here, so I was very fortunate to cross paths with her and be able to get access to so many awesome items which would have been really difficult for me otherwise to get being in Australia. So here's the package, and I'm going to open it now and share what's inside with you. So most of the things in here are plushies, but I've recently expanded a little bit the things I collect. However, it's still nearly all plushies. But as you guys might remember, I was pretty strict in what I collected. I was only really interested in Dakin or Dakin items, and now I'm also collecting the latter era stuff made by Paws, also some Garfield Inescos, the ceramic ornaments. So I'm gradually expanding, although I still love the Dakin plushies definitely the most. So this is really well packed, so please bear with me. I expected it would come in a box, not all taped together like this, but it does seem to be really well packed and protected, which is great. Okay, gee, they're packed in tight. So here's what it looks like so far, just a whole bunch of Garfy stuff crammed together. So let's take this layer off as well. Okay. So it's open now, so I can start showing you. So the first one I'd like to share with you is this one here, the Dracula Garfield plush made by Paws, and it actually takes batteries and makes spooky sounds. I actually had one of these previously, and I sent it to another collector, one of my followers in England, because she really wanted it, and at the time I wasn't actually collecting this type of plush, the Paws vintage. So I'm glad to get another one because I am collecting them now. Now this is another Paws one, which I think is pretty uncommon. It's actually a Christmas stocking. I think it's Paws. Let me just check. It looks like Paws. Yeah, made by Paws. So that's one that you don't see very often. So I'm very happy to have got my hands on this one. I'm almost certain this one would have come from the US. And here's another Garfield stocking, which is very similar to the one I just showed you before, but this one's from the Dakin era, So another one that I'm really happy to have got my hands on, because these are certainly not easy to find in Australia, almost impossible. Now this is one I've been looking for quite a while, which is the Garfield Vampire Bat. I know some of you who follow me have this one already, but it was one that I had a lot of trouble getting, so really happy to get this one. Now this is very strange thing. I'm not even sure if this is an official Garfield item, but it's meant to be, yeah, Garfield jammed in a door. So you put this bit in the door, obviously, and this is sticking out. Looking at the paws, I'm not actually sure it really is an official item, as I said, and I can't see any. Oh, there is a tag on it. Let me see what it says. Seems to be made by some unusual company, not Paws or Dakin. So anyway, it's just a bit of a random item. I thought I'd just get it just to check it out. Now this is another one that I've been looking for a while. It's the Garfield traditional Scottish plush. Now I did actually have this one previously, but at the time I wasn't collecting smaller ones like this, and I sold it together with a whole bunch of other plushies to another collector, and I really regretted it afterwards. So I'm really happy to have this one back, and it's in great condition. Now this is one which I already have, but it's in much better condition and has its original tag, the Mexican Garfield plush. So really happy to get this one again in better condition. And the same goes for this lumberjack one. I did have this one already, but the condition wasn't quite as good. The eyes were a bit yellow and didn't have the original tag, etc. So really happy to get a better condition one of these as well. Now this is a cute little one, which I think is not that common. It says, Garfield, eat your heart out. So I haven't seen that one around too much, so really pleased to get my hands on it. That's a Dakin one as well, so a really old one, the real vintage that I'm most passionate about. Now this is one that I know a lot of you have been looking for, and is hard to come by at a reasonable price. The Garfield mobile with the heart. I've seen this for sale, for $100 or more sometimes. So yeah, for me to get it at a really reasonable price and good condition, that's just really awesome. I'm really happy about that. Now this is another Paws Garfield Christmas plush. It's funny, it's got kind of the stretchy arms, as you can see, and long legs. It's got the original tag too, like many of the ones I've just showed you. So that's a really cool one to get with Christmas coming up as well. Now this one here, I think he's called the Garfield Hobo Garfield. Now he is actually missing a pole with a tent attached to it, I believe. So he's not complete, and I used to be really anal about them all having all their accessories which came with them, all their bits and pieces. But this one is really hard to get in Australia. And other than missing that pole, it's really in great condition and has the tag. So definitely adding him to my collection now. I've relaxed my standards a little bit. Now this is a Paws one. Garfield, overworked and underpaid. This is a fairly common one which I see around quite a bit, but one I just hadn't happened to find for some reason. So glad to have this one in really good condition too. This is another one which I had previously, but I sold because I wasn't collecting the smaller varieties at the time. Garfield, I love lasagna. So great to have him back. Now this is one that I've been looking for a long time, and like the Hobo one, it's not complete. It's Pineapple Garfield, and although he has the original tag, he's missing. He used to come with a Hawaiian type necklace he's meant to come with, So it's missing here. Again, once upon a time that would have really bothered me, but yeah, look, because it is so hard to find and he's in great condition otherwise, I decided to get him after all. So really happy to have him. Now here is another one. I didn't actually realize it was so small. Garfield, and it's got a little tag on it saying I am the party. Another one which I think is not very common. I haven't seen around very much, so really happy to have that one. Another little Christmas one from the Dakinera. Cute. Now, I believe these two, which I'm about to show you, were actually released by McDonald's. And yes, this one's got the McDonald's logo on the tag. So these ones are not Paws or Dakin. They were a special release by McDonald's, I believe. But I'll just double check what else it says on the tag. Yeah, it just seems to be purely a McDonald's product, but great to have it. And the same goes for this Angel one, I think. Pretty sure it says McDonald's on it. Or maybe not. No, it doesn't actually. It doesn't say McDonald's at all. It says United Feature Syndicates, this one here, this Angel one. So that's a fairly common one as well, I believe. But just one that I previously wasn't looking for, so glad to have it. And lastly, although it's not plushie, I've got these funky Garfield earmuffs. So we'll put them on. Yeah, bit of a random product, but a cool addition to my collection nonetheless. So those are 20 Garfield items which I've just received, as I said, and in the coming days and weeks I will be making close-up posts of those, focusing on each and every one probably. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this collection, seeing all my new additions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.